Okay, here we go. Enough music. Stop that. Okay, close that. Turn that up again. Good morning, Todd.
Morning, Warren. How are we this morning?
Oh, I'm surviving.
Yeah.
Wait for
A little bit on the tired side.
Yeah. Okay, Shane, how you doing? What's up? Well, we went out last night.
Yeah.
We do this every couple of weeks. We go out to the city, into the big smoke, you know.
Blast some steam.
Checked out Susie's place, and then we sort of ended up here at this place called the Green Room, which does live music. So I've got a video to do with that. Yeah, it was actually quite good. I was actually surprised, considering it's a green room sort of type setup where, you know, it's up and coming, you know, musicians. I thought they were all pretty good. What do you think?
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah.
The two that we were there for played some really good music.
Yeah.
And it's not a big area, and they weren't loud, so you can actually sit there where we were and listen to the music and actually still be able to talk. That's one of the hard things that is finding a good place, is where you can actually have good ambience and still be able to chat. So I liked it.
Yeah, and it's only 3 doors up from Susie's place, so it's in 7-1. Yeah, so like there will be a video out about this one here, sort of early. I'll probably do this one before the other two. Just give them a bit of a plug there. You know, it's quite. You know, we had a chat with the manager there and his wife. Well, his wife is the owner, and his wife is what they call joint owner with another girl that's you know, best friend, I believe, from what I can understand from the conversation. Yeah, and he's sort of. And he's the token farang, you know, that you know, is associated with it. Not sure how. I didn't really go to too much depth, but it was a great night out. I quite enjoyed it.
Yep.
And I said, Malcolm K, good morning. Yes, Robert Groves, good morning and goodbye. Off to the dentist to get it. Oh my God, really? I had all my wisdom teeth out by the age of 22. I don't wish it on anybody. Ralph Lewis, yep. Of course, we got Jen here. He's joined us as well.
G'day everyone.
And Jack. G'day, Jack.
Morning, Jack.
Yep, Jack was with us last night as well. He's back in Thailand after his little misadventures with the medical system in Australia there. But he's doing all right. A few extra scars, you know. People pay good money for those scars, I tell you. Yeah, so the Green Room. Check it out if you're in Bangkok. You go and get a few drinks at Susie's and pop up to the Green Room. I think they started. What's their starting time? They start about 6 o'clock at night, isn't it? Oh, they say they do 2 p.m. They're actually open from 2 p.m. onwards. Right, but I think the music starts at
6 or 7. He was saying last night.
6:30 to 8:30 was the first set, and the second set there was 9 to 11. So, yeah, and they got that was that one there. That was So, yeah, that seems to be.
It was the first band that we listened to, so they were good.
Yeah, Channel 2, and then Three of a Kind. And there, I sort of, when they were playing Three of a Kind, they were jamming downstairs. The husband of the owner, he was down there on the on mic as well. He didn't have a bad voice, actually. I was quite surprised.
Well, it says there's an Australian band on Tuesday nights or Wednesday nights, and there's an open mic on Tuesday nights.
Okay.
So,
yep.
So it's a pretty varied lineup that they do there. And he said the Australian band is quite good. It used to be a band from one of the other Australian places that had closed down. So,
well, I was just thinking there was a band that used to play up in Sawyer 11 there at the Australia Bar, and
that's the one.
And they were really good. I remember there is a video of me that they did a fucking an AC/DC song which didn't get a music strike on YouTube. Because it was, you know, live music and it played really well. I don't know, it's from 3-4 years ago. I'd have to go and look for it, but we were really quite well pleased with the music that was coming out of that place back in the day. I did notice that when I was in I rode up that street a couple of weeks ago, or about a month ago, and the Australia bar was being rebuilt, but I don't know if it's being rebuilt as the Australia bar or they're being rebuilt as a new bar altogether. But there was a lot of hammering and jackhammers going on at the front of it. So yeah, you never know what's going to happen there. Anyway, a bit of a plug for them. Yeah, so if you do, go and check them out. Okay, where do we go? So Bossa Nova, g'day, you doing? Where is Clark? You both there? Where's Clark?
Stephen.
Oh, Stephen Clark. Stephen Clark hasn't been with us for quite some time. He's always welcome to come along, but I think this time of the afternoon he's doing other things. Thailand have learnt to change the time-space continuum because my 3 weeks in Thailand last month felt like 3 days. Oh, look, that can happen. I was talking to one American from at Susie's bar when Todd was doing his classes upstairs in the massage room. Because
language class.
But she said that the air conditioner was working. So the air conditioner's working?
No.
Still not working?
Bert air up. So air conditioner stopped.
Yeah,
it was on, but it wasn't feeling quite cold. So if I'm going to use that room, because I think because the lessons are between 1 and 4, and that's normally the time we're travelling into Bangkok. If I'm going to use that room on a regular basis, I think I might help Susie and invest in a new air conditioner for her.
That's a fucking big air conditioner. I don't know why it doesn't work. It probably just needs regassing, but you know. Look, if in Thailand, if you really know the system here, these air conditioners, they don't have really central air conditioning. Everything's always these split systems. And if you don't clean them every 6 months, get a professional cleaner, they just fucking stop working. And like our one here in the bedroom, because that one gets used at night, and this one here, they get used in the day. 6 months is all you get out of them, and they got to spray got to wash what they call filters out. They got to clean the blades out because the humidity, even though it's cool in here, it's the air that they're dehumidifying and the dust. I still can't believe this little room. The door is closed. Where the frick does the dust come from? Honestly,
you'd be surprised.
And and it's just basically the dust and the humidity that it just clogs everything up, and then the fans don't work efficiently. So you got to get them. They come in here and they put a big bag around the thing and hit the high pressure gun, and then they go outside, precariously perched on ladders and with the high pressure gun to clean the filter on the back. But if you don't do that, they just stop cooling. That's all. You'd probably get at the best you'll get a 3 to 4 degree drop in temperature, which ain't much at 35 degrees Celsius,
But it's a comfortable area. I mean, it was easy to do the study. So if Susie needs help, because I'm going to use the room, I'm happy to help out. So it's the Aussie way of doing stuff.
Yep.
And it is the Aussie bar, so
it's our bar, yeah. It's our bar. But yeah, so what was I sort of going with that? So the air conditioner had a thought process. Oh my god.
Susie.
Yeah, where is Susie's? Oh yes, right. There was I was speaking to an American there in the bar. He was from, was it Washington? That's a state above California. Is it? Yeah. I'd have to go. Look, I'm not an American. I don't know the maps. Okay. I'm pretty sure he said it was. Scroll out on the world map, right? Scroll across to America, USA. So California, Oregon. Was it Oregon?
Oregon.
Was he in Portland?
Oregon.
Or, it didn't say what city. So So I think he was sort of saying, it was Oregon. He was saying basically, San Francisco, Oregon, sort of border. So unless I never looking at Melford, he didn't mention where he was from, but he's like a country boy, and it's the first time out of America. First time out of America, and he'd been there for been in Bangkok for 3 days. And he's already spent 30,000 baht in 3 days, and 10,000 baht. He says, I can't believe this place. This place is on steroids. I said, you should have seen this place before pre-COVID. he says, I don't think I would have lived past 3 days. I can barely cope with this stuff now. And I'm going, this is really tame compared to what it was 2 years ago. He couldn't quite believe it. He really didn't. And then he was off to Pattaya today. He said he was off to Pattaya for a few days, and then he was going over to Hua Hin to do a little bit around the place. And he said he might be back in Bangkok in a couple of weeks, but he doesn't really know. He's just trying to get it all in. It's his first time. He was 55 years old, and I'm going, I'm thinking, you're 55 and you've never been out of your country, and really, does this really happen? But then you got to realise the fact that 89% of the the world population never venture further than 20 kilometres from their home, right? And you're going, wow, there's so much people are missing, and I suppose that's why they live vicariously through these videos that we make, But that's part of the game, isn't it? 3 weeks. Turns into 3 days easily, where does the money go? There's so many things to buy. Whatever you do, don't buy the elephant pants, okay? You look like a real dork. Just stop with the elephant pants, okay? We don't want elephant pants. Oh my God. Speaking from experience, I had 3 or 4 pairs of those cotton things. It's no joke. It's NZ. It's NZ joke. The PM's BF have gone missing. Inside joke is he's in what?
Really?
Okay, where is Clark? No, it's an NZ joke. The PM's boyfriend has gone missing. Missing. Over the top of our head, we don't really follow much of New Zealand politics. You can get on a bit later and talk, educate us about it. Okay. Robert Mack's in the house. G'day, how you doing? Don B, g'day. And so we're here to just chat away for 45 minutes. What time is it already? We're already gone 15 minutes into it. We don't make a big point of anything. It's just our weekly chat up. It's just really a chance for you people to come in and ask questions. But over the last few months, people are asking less and less questions. I guess, I don't know. They've probably heard it all. The games people play. But it was really good last night. Really good time last night. We were in training, as we were saying before we started. So what we have to do is we're going to get the Leo bottles, and we're going to be Leo bottling like this, for the next 2 weeks, because we've got Jerry's birthday in 2 weeks' time. That should be like, this is water, but just imagine that be Leo, okay? One in each hand.
Bottles.
Morning, Jerry. I'm running out of buy elephant pants now for a future mission. No, Jerry, you're not wearing the elephant pants in 2 weeks. No.
I want to see the photos.
That's blackmail material, that is. G'day, Jerry. Jerry was not one of the ne'er-do-wells out last night. Oh my God. So we've had Jack in, we've had Jerry here. All we need now is Jack, Jerry, and that's right, Psycho. Where's Psycho?
I think Psycho might be sleeping in this morning.
No, I think he might be sleeping in again. Yeah, so no, he was. Let's not talk about Psycho.
Young bloke.
Yeah, these young blokes, they just can't keep the pace, can they?
They can't handle
it. They just can't handle it, But he seemed to be having a good time.
Yeah. It was very relaxing. That's one thing I've found when we've gone out. the places, I don't know where it's the places that you know about, was it? But it's they're all very relaxing. There's no pressure, there's no hassling, nothing. You can sit there, enjoy a drink, and chat with your mates.
G'day, Mr. Mitch. How are you coping with Thailand? I know you've been here for nearly a year now, isn't it? It's probably getting on. If you still haven't come to Bangkok to get together. 2 weeks from today, or 2 weeks from yesterday, you have to come to Bangkok. We've got Jerry having his birthday, and you have to come and hang out with us. We're going to have a pretty good party. So,
2 weeks is my first 90 days.
Is it? Yep.
So,
there you go. Double the party.
Yep.
And you can tell everybody and brag about how it took you 3 minutes to go and get your 90-day check done.
That'll be a sore point.
That really pisses people off at our coffee meeting. They spend a fortune getting agents to go and do something so simple, but they said you don't want to go and do the 90-day check at Chiang Watana, stand in those freaking queues for like 3 hours. But anyway. And do we think the test and go will stop soon? Well, there's talk on the grapevine, and it's been sort of bandied around, that they're going to remove the mask mandate by, they said July?
July, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, so we're hearing this, through the grapevine, that they'll be removing all restrictions by July this year. But then, of course, you've got to look at the numbers right now, and we've had just an instant surge of fatalities in the flu virus that's going around, if you know what I mean. So we were managing sort of single-digit flu virus deaths. Mind you, influenza does kill more people than this new head cold virus that's going around. But we don't talk about that. That's not. You can't talk about the reality of the situation. You can only talk about the propaganda that's being thrown down your face. But yeah, aside from that, the numbers were single digit, 4 weeks ago. Now, I think yesterday we had 73 deaths, wasn't it? I have to go and look it up now. Where's my Facebook? Let me just go back to here. If we go here and go search for... No, we're Green Room Bangkok. Was it... can't remember the guy's name now. Why do I keep a... Well, that's now NNT. We're going to National News Thailand also have it.
Slow this morning.
I know the guy's name. It's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't think of it. Somebody will tell me in a minute. They don't normally put. They used to put numbers here. Oh, here we go. So 63. This was Friday, March 11th. With 63 fatalities.
Is you talking about his side?
Oh, I'm looking at NNT. Sorry. I think it'll come up in 20 seconds. Today, 24,000 cases. That's reported cases. And I still can't think of the guy's name. It's normally in my drop-down list because I go there every sort of day or something. But I've been doing a lot of searches for the green room and go hopping. Paul's page, so it remembers what you do. The thing I had about you can look at something and okay, I saw it about half an hour ago. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I saw 73 for this morning. But do you think I can find, that again? It's Facebook. It's just so transiently, it just disappears off the screen.
Never keeps anything.
Never keeps anything. I'd have to scroll down now, but I do. Some of the stuff is not. Public, so it could offend people. Anyway, moving right along. Richard Barrow, RICCHE, Richard Barrow. I think about something else and it just dawns on you. Okay, you know how it is. Anyway, so he keeps the things. Yeah, what the 6 days? Okay, today it was 68. That was from 2 hours ago. 21k recovered, 24 new. These numbers have been fairly steady, but again, this is reported numbers. But the 68 And then it was 63. There was one day it was 73, I think. Yeah, 74 on Thursday. So the numbers are fairly high compared to what they were, and they've been gradually sort of going up over the last 4 weeks. I could almost see potentially another lockdown, but if they went into lockdown again, that's it. Thailand's screwed. With the whole bullshit that's going on with Russia right now. They're looking at 268 billion in losses in the next financial year just in trade agreements alone because of the trade embargoes that are going through Russia, and Thailand does export a lot to Russia. So their gains over their industry that they've had over the last 12 to 18 months can be completely wiped out. And of course the price of fuel, the government's now spending so much money to keep the price of diesel under 30 baht per gallon, or 30 baht per litre. That's coming out of government. I don't know, they've got a printing press just printing all this money right there, I don't know where it's coming from. They're going into sort of debt somewhere. I don't know debt to who. The International Monetary Fund. Anyway, moving right along. That's it. End of story on that one. Anyway, so where do we get? We did Jerry. But as I haven't heard anything much about the test and go, all we've heard about is a complete relaxing, moving into what an endemic criteria for dealing with it. So basically, if you don't know the terminology, pandemic means it's a global initiative to try to combat it. And when they put it into the endemic basket, it's basically every country tries to deal with it their own way without influence from other sources. How they deal with, we really don't know. I think the test and go is probably going to be something that's going to stick around for a while. As once you come here, then everything's going to be cool. They've fine-tuned the test and go to a fairly reliable degree. Still don't know. Jake's been telling us about the fact that this whole second what do you call it? The second test process. Second ATK. Like, really? You've just got to go to the chemist, right? Get an ATK test, swab your nose, stick it in there, and take a photo. And how do they know whether the photo you took was your one? Could be the guy next door. It doesn't make sense.
I did a similar thing when I came in with the original test and go.
Yeah.
It's the same situation. I had the PCR test at the first ASQ hotel. Then I had to do the ATK 5 days later. But what happened with mine, and I'm happy to be corrected, I had to do the serial number from the box because that box was registered at the hotel. So it was a batch that the hotel had.
So they gave you one, did they?
Yeah, the hotel gave me one for the second test, and then I had to take a photo of that with my passport and then upload it.
Yeah, well, they do. Each one has a lot number and a reference number. Just looking for the antigen kit. I really can't.
The lot number. Yeah, the lot number is what you have to take a photo of the actual final test to say you're negative with the box and your passport. And that way they can know that that's the one that you were given.
Fair enough. Yeah, tobacco makes it. That's sort of some way of keeping it under wraps, I guess. The original
process was I had to email a copy to the ASQ hotel, and then they registered. They didn't register it, so I kept getting kept getting these texts from the Chanya app and going, couldn't read Thai at that stage, and I'm going, what the hell is this? And so I had to upload it myself, and after that was fine. So
you said that as if you can actually read Thai now, but
Didn't do
it.
2 weeks in class, he thinks he's a fucking expert fucking Thai language.
No, far from it. I'm not going to blow my own trumpet. It is a lot easier. We were talking with Psycho last night. It is a lot easier.
After a couple of weeks, yes.
After a couple of weeks, you pick up conversations and everything, and you don't feel so. The only word I can think of is isolated. You can actually pick up what's the ambience going around you. You don't think, oh, well, I've got no idea what's going on. Even if you've got 10% idea, for me personally, I feel a bit more comfortable, a bit more relaxed.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
You feel more included if you understand a fraction.
Oh, yeah. And Susie, being Susie, an awesome lady, she hammered me after the lesson yesterday, saying, just great. Quiet, I'm sitting there, Susie, my poor brain's just been through 3 hours of this, please don't do it. And she'd go, well, I want to make sure you're learning the right thing.
Yeah. They do. Once you start learning Thai, they are doing their best to fine tune. I say "Pum Pua Thai Mai Dai," so I just don't learn Thai. I don't speak Thai, but if you know me locally, I'm always engaged in the language at sort of some level. I just basically throw a curveball every so often, make them speak English. It's good practice for them. But yeah, this what you said, Jake. Yeah, it's a Psycho. That's Cody. If you haven't worked that one out. Who is Psycho? Yeah. Okay. Well, so excellent. G'day. How you doing? Good morning. Jake. Mr. Mitch. Gator Jake. Stuck in Florida. Haven't seen Stuck in Florida for some time. G'day, how you doing? I know it's sort of time zones and everything else make it a bit difficult to tune in, and we only do it for an hour rather than 2 hours. So some of our regular listeners who used to be coming in the second hour sort of don't actually get to make it anymore. Haven't heard from was it Oggy for a couple of days. Wonder what's happening to Oggy. He's not. He's got a sleeping icon on his Discord, so he's potentially asleep somewhere.
Having a rest.
Yeah. It's like these old people.
Hey, what do you mean? You know what it's like.
Yes, you resemble that remark. I know.
Just yeah. That's enough. Thank you.
So you've been looking. That's a good question. So you've been looking in the area for a place to buy out here, or is it looking at a place to rent? Because you're asking me the other day.
Buy.
You're buying, okay. You got a price got a price range? What do you think?
4 to 5 million.
4 to 5. Well, there's 5.2 in the estate there for where Todd is, but we thought those, in comparison, those houses are smaller, and the footprint is smaller than what we paid here. But of course, this estate's done. It's all been allocated. They've pulled the sales office down now, and they're just doing the little garden thing up with redoing that. I think they could do a better job, but I'm going to give it time. Maybe it'll start to fill in.
Yeah, even up to 7 would be okay, but don't go any more than that.
Right. So what? Are you going to mortgage, or are you going to buy outright?
It'll be half and half.
Half and half. Okay. Well, if we see anything, because I think I gave you some links to a couple of the estates that are going up around the place.
Wife really liked some of those, so
yeah.
It was a good start. We just got to get over there to be having a look.
Mm-hmm.
That's the big thing.
But yeah, like the Saiha is becoming quite a little popular spot because you've got the Bring a Beer Along road that takes you straight into Bring a Beer Along.
Shall not be named.
I got to read it. So the road is called. Let me see if I can find it now on the map.
You tried this about 2 months ago, and
well, I keep on. Yeah,
it didn't work.
Boro Mara Chara Non Boro Mara Kacha Chonanani Road. Tanon Boro Mara. Really, yeah. Bring a Beer Along Road. That's where we've renamed it. Bring a Beer Along Road because we can't say the name. But yeah, that is a direct express route into and out of the city. What they do there is actually it's an elevated road, that drops you right in. Where does it actually right into the city? It comes across the river.
Siam. It comes into Siam, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember exactly where it comes into.
Yeah.
Yes, there's just that one there, goes right through.
It's been too long since I've been on that road. I wouldn't have a foggiest idea.
Well, every time we've tried to get a taxi,
yeah,
on it, they've been doing night roadworks. So the trip that's meant to take us like 25, 30 minutes, that area's closed because they're doing roadworks, and we have to go underneath the expressway all the way back to Pullamatong Sai. So
yeah, it pretty much drops you out at the Victoria, what they call it, the Victoria Monument, around that area.
Yeah.
So it drops you right into the city. I think there's also a turn off as well that drops you in at around Khao San Road. So there's two exits off that road, so depending on which way you take it. And so basically Sai Ha has become a bit of a hotspot. It's actually outside the Bangkok province, but that road there, if you get on that road, once you're on it, it only takes like 30 minutes to get into the city, which is it's a commutable space, if you know what I mean. And as long as you've got parking in the city, then you're pretty cool. But yeah, it's just Petkasem Road. Forget about it. Nobody drives Petkasem. Well, everybody drives Petkasem Road, so you just stay clear of Petkasem Road. The trouble with the bring a beer along road is the fact that motorcycles can't take the elevated road. And the other side of it is that it's actually 4 lanes as an elevated road, but at peak hour, I think from 8 till 10, they close the outbound from the city and make that inbound to the city. So it's actually 4 lanes inbound, and it's from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the evening, they actually close the inbound so that you get 4 lanes coming outbound on the elevated road. It's quite bizarre, but yeah, it works. There's also the standard road underneath, which that's another 6 lanes of traffic to get people in and out. But yeah, so it's just become this area, Salia and around the local region, is becoming a bit of a hotspot for property development. And if you take I suppose I could go and do a Google map. Let me just drop this under here. Let me just bring the map down here.
Last time I was on that road, I was following a van doing 130, 140.
Yeah. See, this is if you go to satellite view, you can see that. What do we got here? We got this little estate's gone up here. This is these are fully detached here. Currently, so can we get names? I don't think we can get any names on these ones. That's a cooking thing. It's not the name of the Forte Salia. That's obviously not really the name of the names are one of those things. But yeah, you got fully detached here. You've got some condo type arrangements here. This is where you sort of stayed, Zelly. Right. So Zelly. This is you had the Airbnb here, and then of course this whole estate. Then it goes to what they call semi-detached down here. That's just one estate. Probably maybe 10,000 people living there. But you can do these little sort of zoom arounds. This is another one here. This is all fairly new. This estate. We've got sort of mixture of fully detached and semi-detached. And of course we go a bit further down. As you can see, you tell all this stuff by the roof colours, and so you can pretty much scope out. Now this map was done imagery 20. That's a new one. It's map data at copyright 22. There's an image. I don't know. Would this be 22? Where's our house? God, I got to look at the standard map.
You don't know where your house is.
Oh, no, it's just it doesn't show up very well with all the other pins. Okay, they're still using the same map from was it? No, that would be 21, because the fact that I remember this awning went up when they were married and we had just moved in. But yeah, so it looks the dates are wrong, so it's probably still 2021 when this photo was taken. They update it probably once every 18 months, depending when they do your adjustments. But you still get an idea of where things are. So you just got to do it. You got to do this little spot around. Then you could, like, we were looking at a place here for Todd as well. This is a little bit of an older estate, off bring a beer a long road, but again, it's a bit difficult, to get out. You go to the cities, all right, but to come home, you got to do this loop around and loop around just to go from here to the shopping centre there. Like you've got to go all the way down to here. This clover leaf, then you drive back and then do your shop, and then you got to drive all the way down to here to Central Celia and drive. Oh my God, you got to get used to this shit anyway. Oh look, there's Niall in Thailand. There you go. Getting sidetracked again. But yeah, so there's plenty of stuff to look at. You just got to get on the Google Maps. There's also a few estates in here, but you got to watch your little border. There's one here we were looking at. What's the name of this one?
Yeah.
Prisca or something, was it? I got to go to a street view. I remember the name. Yeah, that's it. Passon, Prisca Village. Yeah, no. Prisca Village, but this one here is actually not in Nakhon Pathom. It's in the other sort of was it? Oh, come on.
So the pool is that one?
Oh, it's in. I'm just trying to think. No, it's just in Samut Sakhon, and the Samut Sakhon immigration is again different to what we have to deal with, because Samut Sakhon is like the mini Myanmar. It's Myanmar people everywhere supposedly, because they got the fish markets and all that sort of stuff, and the slave labour sort of process that goes on, and the illegals coming through. This is where the underbus is, and of course the immigration office has to deal with that sort of influx of transient people, and I've heard that it can be quite a bit of a challenge. So you want to try to avoid staying in Samut Sakhon because their immigration is shit. But yeah, Nakhon Pathom. Anyway, moving right along. Okay, so where do we go? To no, we went over Soy 7, a place we love so much. Good, yes, okay. Anything else I've missed over? We got that. Jack Hayden, Warren.
Yeah.
What visa are you on? Well, okay, I'm on a retirement visa. So's Todd. We're both on retirement visas. It is, in my opinion, and I keep on saying this, in my opinion, it's probably the easiest visa to deal with, as long as you don't stay in the Bangkok province, and you don't have, as long as you don't have a Citibank account, But outside that, it's the easiest one to deal with. It really is. No complaints, Niall. Thanks to Ralph Lewis. Mitch, you forgot to take this weather from okay, yep. I was expecting rain for I washed the car. I hand washed the car last Wednesday, and it hasn't rained. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, well, that's just not on, is it?
I know, you do your best to bring some rain on, but no, I'm sorry. Now, if I actually go and spend the 200 baht and actually get somebody to do the fucking wax and polish, it'll rain within half an hour, It's because I hand washed,
Definitely.
Too slow cloach, I was, and all the ladyboy lovers. I'm pretty sure we're a little bit more open to anyway. Anyway, moving on. PTMD, g'day. Show us a map for best short time LB massage. I have no experience in those, but I have on good authority there is. There's the head of Soy 7/1. They're always in your face when you walk down that street.
Can we trust Todd on that?
I'm pretty sure Todd hasn't got any experience with that one at all either. Yeah, so in at here there's this I don't know what to call them, but there's a place. You walk down this soy here, 7/1, and they just come out of the woodwork here trying to grab you inside. That's a ladyboy massage, but probably the most prominent one is up here between Nana. It's halfway between Nana and Nana Station and Soy 4. Soy 2 here, which is Nana Plaza. There's something around here. There's one that I've heard talked about. We can probably actually see it on a street view. But again, I have no knowledge really outside from discussion. I don't go searching for that sort of stuff. It's not my scene. I like a massage. And every time we walk past, you get accosted by these people, you know.
Run the gauntlet. Got to run the gauntlet.
Got to run the gauntlet. I can't pick
challenge how quickly you can get through.
Maybe it's this one here. Yeah, Baron's Fashions. There's something around here. I'm pretty sure that's the sort of the area. There's Indian restaurant. But yeah, outside that, there are a dime a dozen these places in the city. They really are. You just got to ask around. Paul's probably a bit more up on the scene than I am because he lives there and he does the go hopping thing. So he's pretty much in that scene of the special places in Bangkok. Not putting him into what's it? Yeah. I'm sure there was something to do with there's a tailor and a few other things all in the one group. I've got a feeling it's in here. It's this one here. It has the girls out the front. Yeah, that looks about familiar. Anyway, moving right along. Let's not talk too much about massage parlours. They do good muscle massage. Just depending on what massage you're looking at, what you're getting massage. Stephen Monash, get a grip. Yes, well, what is it? We're 43 minutes into it, so we've got 15 minutes. You were a bit early there, Mr. Monash. 200 baht for a wax job. For a wax. What's that sound so good? Yeah, it's a wax and polish. For this, just up the Saisi, there's a place that we take the car to, and they're very good. There's another one just up here in Don Y that we're going to check out next. But we went up there on sort of Wednesday afternoon, and they had 3 cars waiting, and we weren't going to sit around for an hour waiting for them to do the 3 cars. So I came home and I washed it by hand. End of story. Massage with extras. I don't know what extras you're talking about. Would you get coffee with that, or coffee with your massage, or is it donuts? I don't know what extras you're talking about, Stephen. Have to be more specific. Is not apply? Okay, so in the video I've got in the can, well, actually off the can now, but I'm going to get to work on it. We're going to do a few things today, but I got a video that we've got of the green room, and then we went from the green room. We went and did a bit of scoping out Nana Plaza last night. We heard rumours that there was dancing girls on tables, right? And we had to go and verify for ourselves whether that was the case. Somebody went during the week. This was obviously Friday. Maybe there's a bit more, but it was only, what was it? It's something 5. What was the name of the place that in Nana? It's on my video. I haven't watched my video yet. Yeah.
Well, it's level 3, I think it was.
Yeah, no, it was level 2. It's level 2.
Level 2.
They got they got the 3 and the number 4 and number 5. I can't remember. But there was one place we found girls on the poles, on the tables, dancing. They were clothed. There was nothing untoward about girls dancing. But I believe at the moment there is a particular sort of sub-ordinance, the fact that the bars can open as places to eat, but there's strictly no dancing girls is the way it's supposed to pan out. So a few of these places are pushing the issue. But we couldn't find the one that was being mentioned that had the topless girls in it. So end of story. So we're just thinking it was either a Tuesday night special or during the week, maybe a little bit more lax on the rules. But there was one place open. There was a couple other places that had dancing girls. So I think there was, when we went into a sexy night, we had a couple of girls on the stage doing their shaking their tush, but that was about it. There was nothing really sort of super duper, not like pre-COVID times. I want to say I'm pulling your leg about it because I'm unsure what pulling your leg means to your career. Pulling your middle leg. Oh my God. I'm Jake Dump Peg Diddle Little Little Lump. The extra leg diddle little. Oh my God. That'll get me into trouble, won't it? Wazza, can you talk? Show us the petrol prices in Thailand. New Zealand are about $4 a litre. Well, again, I have to go back to Richard Barrow. I think he was doing a cap on that petrol pricing. Was it him or somebody else? There we go. That was 8th of March. You'd have to do the conversion yourself. So gas a whole 95, which is your standard, I think you would call super, is 37.75 baht per, or 38.35 baht per litre. So a quick calculation for the people who don't have a calculator. A converter, come on. So 30.5, 38.45. That's $1.58 a litre. What are you paying in Australia? What do you say?
Well, Kimbo was saying $2.20 in Adelaide the other day.
Right, okay.
Yeah, they're a bit dearer. Well, unleaded is $1.93 here at the moment.
The interesting thing is I haven't seen much of a rise in LP gas because LP gas comes in through Myanmar and it's been sort of pretty much unaffected by these petrol price rises. Mind you, I haven't put petrol in. I haven't put gas in the Vios for months since we had the new car. But yeah, but I'm pretty sure last time I sort of saw an LP gas price, they were still after $10.98 per litre or whatever it is, fuel for the yeah. So there seems to be sort of there's no talk about the gas price, the LP gas. I did sort of see the NGV price has gone up a bit, but the LPG price seems to be fairly stable. NGV is what they use in the taxis as opposed to LPG, which is more done for sedans and conversion jobs. Anyway, yeah, hopefully that helps. NZ at $4 a litre. That's fucking ridiculous. Hottie hot dog. With hottie hot dog. Not sure. Have you guys got a meet-up on 25th or 3rd? Okay. When is? I have to look at my calendar. 25th. I know we're going in. That's it. 25th. That's it. It's the 25th. Yeah, I just know it's 2 weeks from now. We retirees, we don't really need numbers on days. We just know it's in 2 weeks. Just count down the days. As long as there's what do you got? Was it? No, clothes are alright. I need to wear a mask. Yeah, right. Moving right along. Who else have we got? Mark in Thailand. G'day, Mark. How you doing? 40 baht per litre. Is that where so we get other places 40 baht per litre? It does seem to have a fairly big variance across stations, and it's quite rapidly changing every few days. $1.87 in Melbourne, okay. About $2 a litre. Mark, and heavy trucks use NGV as well. Yeah, okay. I know industry seems to be NGV related, but it only gets about maybe sort of 55% the power of petrol or diesel. So there's not a big take up of it, and the conversion price costs a fair bit. Yeah, I don't need to know what day it is. Yeah. Oh, the only thing that keeps me on track is doing a Saturday morning live stream. Otherwise, I would just completely lose all track of time. Yeah, and well, in saying that, on Saturday 2 weeks, the 26th of February, we may be doing a live stream from my mobile phone in Jerry's crash pad, because we decide to stay in the city. We're not going to go home on that one. Nothing worse than sort of nothing worse than trying to navigate a taxi. Leo say Leo qua to your home when you're tanked. I'm so used to the language now. I'm even giving the wrong left and right indications to the taxi drivers. Yeah, just trong by Leo qua no trong by Leo Simon Leo go kato clap. That's all right.
Poor guy.
Poor time, my day.
Poor guy.
Yes, but he had a good laugh though. He actually spoke pretty good English. It's for okay. Gasohol is now is Gasohol Ha is 40. Go okay.
Joe is old.
I'm not quite sure what Mark's on about there. Obviously it's code for something. I just haven't got my head on for the code. Need to do a video of Todd's new bike. Yeah, that's it. Like I've got it there. I've got 3 videos to get together, but we've been gaming and and it's like shiny object over here, and
one bad.
This one here, like this guy here runs a Twitch channel. He actually makes a few bucks on Twitch.
Yeah, not enough bucks.
Not enough bucks, but he actually makes bucks on Twitch. I don't make any
Yeah,
bucks.
I can make it some. If I can make some more, I'd be in Thailand earlier.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. If you ever get a chance to watch, have I actually given you a spanner, Jen, or what? Did I give you a spanner on this channel?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought I did. No, I didn't.
Kicking
That's
ass.
all right.
Is that the same thing?
I got to go and fix that up. Jesus, I'm totally slack at managing my accounts here. Then, of course, you could put a link to your Twitch channel, you see, rather than me do it.
You're a lazy bastard.
Yeah, method in my madness. So let me see if I can go to my dashboard. Oh my God! Let me just jiggery pokery this thing and see if I can get it all working.
Know what day it is.
So first I need to actually go and find your channel name. Or do I need to put the channel name, or can I just type in General Desperado? Talk amongst yourselves while I figure out with this bullshit. Community.
Yeah. Muck around. So how's the Thai lessons going, Todd?
Good. Yeah. Bit frustrating the first couple of days, but I suppose when you start something new, it's always frustrating. The content
do you?
Every day, Monday to Friday.
Every day? Right.
Yeah.
Well, that'll help. That'll really help.
Yeah. But yeah, everything's starting to click a bit now, which is good. So, but yeah, the poor brain is not used to study. It hasn't done full-time study in, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, and getting those brain synapses kick-started again. That was interesting. But the good thing about it is that Psycho's doing the same process as me, but he's like 4 or 5 levels above me. So, but because we understand the same teachers and their teaching process, we bounce off each other trying to make sure we're saying things right and everything. So having other people to bounce things off, and like I said earlier, Susie last night after I finished 3 hours of concentrated study, was trying to test me, and I'm like, no, the poor old brain's just not going to deal with it now.
Can't cope
Done
with
at
it.
Chernobyl.
Yeah, just give me a midnight and let me relax a bit.
Okay, you've got a spanner now, so you can put links up there. Okay, link your channel, link your Twitch channel, and we're all good. But yeah, check him out. I think he streams 3 times a week. It was a Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Is that right? And sometimes Sunday.
Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So that's how much I don't really follow the dates.
You were close.
I was close, yeah.
You're in the paddock.
I was in the paddock.
Yeah, Mark in Thailand, I got the same feeling too.
Yeah, it's all about the nuances, the pronunciation, the tonal use. If you say one word with the wrong tone, it can mean something completely different.
Man, we were doing the word koi and koi.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell the difference in that, koi and koi. Yeah, one means a fish, like, but koi, that's what we know, the fish koi. But whatever you do, don't talk about koi. That's it, Got to be careful. And you suppose you're going to want to know what that means. So just whatever you do, just don't ask some girl to oi koi. They will fucking slap you in the face. But of course, I don't speak Thai.
No.
Yeah, because I probably got the pronunciation wrong as well. Yeah, I probably got the wrong tones on it. But yeah, he knows. Todd knows what I mean because we were talking about it yesterday.
Yeah.
You probably say it better than me, but yeah, okay. We're not going to go into that, okay? Yeah, so if you're going to learn any language, you have to learn all the swear words, okay? We were talking about that on Thursday with the guys, because one of our friends in America, he's learning German. And I said, yeah, I did 2 years of German when I was at school, but the only thing I remember is the swear words. Du große Schmusche Arschloch, du Straßenmädchen, scheiß dich mit dem Fliegerkorn gerne.
Isn't that always the way, but?
That's right, yeah. But that's the way, if you don't learn the swear words, you don't, so what's the demand? Wow!
Yeah.
But,
I don't think our teacher would teach them though.
I know. Even Chanya doesn't teach me to. I got to find out through Susie. Susie teaches me the swear words. She's a darling. We've got to love Susie. She takes care of all our needs in the Thai language area, that is, and food. She makes great food.
Verify that.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway,
he knows us too well.
Ralph Lewis. Go, Ralph. Was it? Are you speaking Bangkok Thai or Isao Lao Thai? We had a big conversation about that yesterday as well. Like, as soon as you start learning what they call the King's Thai, there is the Royal Thai, which is what they speak here in Bangkok and what they teach in the classes. Now, if you go to one of these bars, right, and start talking to the girls at the bar in that language, because that's what they're speaking, they will instantly, within a drop of a hat, switch to Isan just to fuck you up, They thought they were having a secret conversation and you're listening to them, and all of a sudden, that's it, they'll start talking loud and that's it, you're screwed. But yeah, that's part of the way it works over here. Follow your sub count, not the days, not the days. Follow my sub count. Yeah, okay, right here. I'm speaking proper Thai. I have no idea why she can't understand me. It's Thai with an Australian accent. I don't think any Thai can understand that. Chanya's got used to my Australian accent Thai now. It must sound like Hicksville to an American, or whatever.
My wife's always corrected me.
Yeah. It's amazing how accurate you need to be with the tones to be understood, especially with people that aren't used to talking to foreigners and their tone errors. Yeah. it can be a challenge. Not only that, is you'll actually go into mixed company, people you're with that you know, and they've already got used to your bad tonal use, right? But they'll be with other Thais that you don't know, right? And you just say something. You can say something sort of benign, like what the crap, and they look at you as if, what language are you speaking? Not so much the fact that you've actually said it exactly right. They just don't believe that you're a foreigner actually speaking Thai. That what language was that? Was that German? Was that French? Was that something or other? Because they wouldn't be speaking Thai, surely. You get this. It happens all the time. But it's one of those funny things you get used to. As we get more into Todd learning Thai, then we'll start speaking. Like I do have my classes. I was talking about it last week. So I'm 76% through that lesson there. I've done 20% of that lesson. This is from last week, and I've been doing that plus another study course as well. So I'm mixing up between different courses. But again, I've been a bit slack. I haven't been doing 3 hours a day like this man here. Mind you, I've got a few years practice under my belt. So
Yeah.
body language is important. Yes, that's right. Yep. And on that note, we just got to hit the 1 hour mark, or we're just gone past the 1 hour mark, and Stephen hasn't even given us a clue yet. Let's explore Bangkok 2023. 18 years in Thailand. Thai girls do like to play the mind games, but most girls like to play mind games. Yeah, that's right. They do. The Psycho's just had a situation where he's broken up with his girlfriend, and he's having to deal with that. It's a big thing. The games that these girls will play. It's not that there was anything untoward. It's just girls here in Thailand, if they get you, it's like got that one, and it's like to just get off the hook is a struggle, because they have got wily ways to keep you on the hook.
Don't they use gang hooks?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they use gang hooks. That's it. You're trying to get one of those things out of you.
Make sure they got you.
And look at me. I'm 13 years. I still haven't got the barbs out yet. But not that I'm trying. Like I love the girl to pieces. I really do. But yeah, we are just probably the exception to the rule of a long-term relationship. Not because she's a ladyboy or anything else like that, but because of the fact that we just have I don't know. It's just what do they call it? Soulmates thing going on. Just service them at least once a week if you. Try to put a new one. Yeah, I keep saying that to Chanya. I said, look, you're 36, you're 37, 38 this year, darling. I think I need to trade you in for two 19-year-olds, and I get the rule.
Yeah, that'll go over big.
But on that, Stephen, cue us out. Go, let's get out of here so we can get on with the day. There's no comment. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so let's get. Where's the exit screen? We'll get out of here and we'll pick it up next week. Having a bit of fun. We had no topic today, but we've got through the hour, and we'll see you next week. Where's the song, Stephen? You haven't even said it. Cue the song and get off. That's it. That's where we're waiting for the master serenaders to get us that fuck out of here.
Yeah, now you can go.
Peace out, guys. See you next week.
See you, everyone.
And a special thanks to all our Patreons and members and people who give us the occasional super chat. Thanks very much. Always well appreciated.